What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to pick up a vehicle that we bought off ACV. It's a 2008 Dodge Durango, and we've got it, and then we've got 5 other cars that we bought from ACV. So this whole week we're going to be spending our time picking up all the vehicles we just bought off there. So we're going to pick up this Durango right now. I had one just like it, and I just sold it. And so I found another one pop up on there, and it was the exact same one, but it's like 3 years newer and almost 100,000 less miles on it. The miles on this one is only 144,000, so I'm going to pick this vehicle up right now. And I mainly bought this because my truck is tore up and it's getting fixed again, so I don't have nothing to pick the vehicles up with. So I went ahead and bought this Durango, and I'm going to use it to haul the vehicles until my truck is back fixed, and then I'll decide if I want to sell the Durango or if I want to keep it as a backup vehicle to haul vehicles with. Because if it's like my other one that I had, it was a really good vehicle, so I could end up keeping it as a backup, or just have both of them and I pick which one I want to use depending on how big the vehicle is that I'm going to tow. So we've got 4 hours to go to get to this place where it's at. It's going to be a long drive, and we'll check back in and maybe on the way, or when we get there we'll check back in. Alright, so we're 2 hours into the trip now. We just stopped at a dollar store. We've got 2 more hours left to go before we get to the place where the vehicle's at. I tell you, we're 2 hours into the trip. We went 2 hours, got 2 hours left, and I think that's like, let me see how many miles that is. That's 145 miles left to go. 2 hours and 12 minutes. And then we'll be where the Durango is to pick it up and see how good it is and see if it drives good to where we're going to be able to make the plan work to get the U-Haul trailer and drive it back with my car on the trailer. So hopefully the vehicle is good. Driving this far really takes a lot out of you. This is real. It's super boring driving 4 hours by yourself. But we're gonna get there and get this vehicle and hope everything is good with it. As long as the vehicle's good, then I'm good. Then we're gonna drive on our way back home, and we'll cut back in when we're picking up the vehicle, unless we have something happen, and then we'll of course show it. But other than that, we'll cut back in when we're to the vehicle. So we stopped one last time before we get there. We will be there in 55 minutes now. We had to stop one more time. 4 hour drive. 3 hours into it, 54 minutes left, and we've got 58 miles to go, and we'll be there. So just want to do a quick update on where we're at. We've had 2 stops so far, so pretty long drive, 2 stops, we're almost there.
In a quarter mile, keep left. Follow signs for Nashville.
Tried to move on. I found that each woman I held, she reminded me of that day. All I love things she said, give it away. But I can't give it away. I've got all the words, that's a diary. I'm only running hearts of love. I can't even give it away. No, I got sick and daddy got down. Song.
So we made it back last night in Durango without having any big problems with it. I did have one small issue with it when I was driving it through the town that I picked it up in. It just kind of sputtered a little bit when I was sitting at a stoplight for a while, but I don't think that's really too much of a big deal. I think it's just where it could probably use some spark plugs or something to make it run a little bit better when it's idle and sitting still for a while. But other than that, I didn't notice any problems. It uses a little more oil than it should, so I had to add oil to it because it didn't have very much in it at all. So there's probably a small oil leak with it. But since I'm wanting to haul vehicles, then that's all right. I just had to make sure it's got oil every time before I drive it, and then that problem should be fine. Because that's the only time it really acted weird, when the oil was low, and once I added some more oil, then it was fine. So I don't think that's that much of a big deal. So this vehicle turned out to be pretty good. Like I said, I only gave $700 for it, and I would say this vehicle is probably it's an 08, 144,000 miles Dodge Durango. It's got three row seats. The back ones are laid down right now. So, and it's pretty nice in here. The interior is in really good shape. It's not ripped up. It looks like the person that had it took care of this vehicle, and they never really had a bunch of kids or anything in here, is what it looks like, because none of the carpet looks bad. It's not stained up. None of the dash is broken or anything like that. So it's a pretty nice vehicle. I would say this is probably worth from $2,500 to $3,500, depending on how long you wanted to wait to try to sell it, is what I would give this vehicle to be worth. So I think I did pretty good on this one. You can comment down below and let me know what you think I should have paid for it and what you think I could sell it for. And you can tell me if you would have bought this vehicle or not from what you've seen. And I'll do after this, I'll do a walk around on it so you can get a better look at what it looks like. And if you see behind us right there on the trailer, that's a vehicle that's in the next video that's going to be coming out after this one. So that video is going to be about, can you still make money wholesaling? So we're going to sell that vehicle and another vehicle and see if you can still make money wholesaling or not. So if you're interested in seeing that right there, make sure you watch the next video. So subscribe to stick around for it. And that's about it for this video. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if this is alright for vlogging. I really ain't that great at vlogging yet, and I kind of tried to do that kind of style on this video. So let me know how I did with it, and if this was an interesting video to you. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.